it's weird because the narrative keeps getting painted that black people are the ones to be afraid of, yet we're the ones who should be the most afraid, considering what actually brought us to this point. It's funny, like when I see other comedians of other races pull from their personal experience, I've noticed that most people consider it, well, they're talking about their personal experience, right? But whenever black comedians talk about their personal experience, people go, oh, they're talking about race. And it's like, well, yeah, but really I'm talking about my personal experience, which happens to be, you know, about race. Like that's it, I didn't make up the rules. This is the, world that I was born in, particularly in the black community. Um, yes, black men definitely have gone through hell, but black women have been right there also going through hell. It's not like during slavery, only the men were out in the fields working and the women, they were just kind of, milling about. Like, no, they were right there getting beat too. So yeah, black women just as a whole is always, I feel, and it's been talked about more now so in the black community, but they have always been there to stand up and to fight for and defend black men because they've always seen how black men were treated and the things we had to go through. And particularly, when they were at home, the black men would be the ones that had to go out and deal with a lot of the racism head on, because they were the protectors and the providers. But through time, it's been kind of lost that black women go through a lot of hell just like black men, but I don't see, and that's not to say no black men, but I don't see the same energy to defend them and to, uplift them. I see a lot of black women defending black women, but I don't always see a lot of men, saying, hey, 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 we need to stand up for black women. So hopefully that's something that changes. But it's something that I noticed. This is a conversation that every black family has. Most families, when they have kids, they have the talk about the birds and the bees. For black family, it's the birds and the bees and the cops. Like every black family has that talk. You have to, especially if you have a black son, but even if a black daughter, it doesn't matter. Or how you deal with the cops, how you interact with the cops, how you're supposed to talk to the cops, how you have to know your rights, but you also have to comply. Your only goal is to make it home alive. Like these are real conversations that are had with black children across America because of the previous experiences that our parents and grandparents and so on have had. And it's easy to say that, all cops aren't bad cops. Of course, all cops aren't bad cops, but there's been such a history of bad experiences between cops and black people that regardless, you have to look at everyone with that level of caution and fear. Everyday black person isn't going around like, I wish no police existed. All black people want, and all anybody wants, but particularly black people, is for the police to, one, do their jobs, and two, be held accountable when they don't do their jobs.